in beautiful downtown San Diego. It's a perfect night for baseball. Welcome to the Sunday Night Showcase. The Atlanta Braves and the San Diego Padres. John Shambi and Chris. All right, first pitch coming up. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. To third, Machado. To first, one pitch and 1 out.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Anthony Santander.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. He boasts a batting average that ranks top 10 in the league at the moment, Siggy. Comes up empty. Here in San Diego and just getting started.
Ball.
And down on strikes. That's out number 2.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
So a man aboard. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Matt Olson homered last night, added another hit as well. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
This one popped up. And that is that. Jake Cronenworth getting ready to hit. There's a strike. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-2. 99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Batting second.
Let's take a look at the Padres lineup. And a guy coming into this one swinging a hot bat. Nathaniel Lowe. Gets him to chase after that one.
Boog, Tatis is so athletic, he probably could have carved out a career in other sports if he wanted, but he grew up in a baseball family with baseball in his blood.
The 0-2. And there's a fly ball deep right field, carrying well. And that one is out of here.
Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
Manny Machado now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. That one ripped. Fair ball. So a man aboard now with one away.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
Nimmo with a homer in his last game. And that's in for a strike. 1-2. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over to Albies. On to Olson. That's 2. But the Padres draw first blood here. And we're back with all eyes on a potential sweep. Keep the brooms in the closet for now, though, Singy.
Well, they say the hardest game to win is the final one, and we can see why, Boog. The desperate team tends to come out swinging, and that's what we've seen today.
Here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still, hoping he'll turn it around soon. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. In the air to left center. Nimmo running hard to get it. Makes the grab after a long run. Welcome back to the Sunday Night Showcase on MLB The Show. Now the DH for the Padres, Yoan Moncada.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
The 1-2. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there's one away. Check swing, called strike. Strike one. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Rusty Valentine calling balls and strikes.
Boog, something I hear from hitters about Valentine is they know they don't have to protect off the plate too much in two-strike counts, and that can be a big deal in terms of your confidence and seeing some pitches in that at bat.
And that's just foul. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly you call the umpire blue. You better learn his name, and that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
At the plate, Lars Nootbaar. 2 down, nobody on. Just missed. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have picked Albies over to first in time. Padres on to the third inning. Now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Pivetta, 34-year-old vet, and he was born in Canada. Got him swinging. One up, one down. Really aggressive at the plate in that at bat, Siggy. He was hacking at all of them.
Yeah, and he chased all 3 of the pitches, Boog, and that's not an at bat you feel good about as a hitter, but I think we have to give some credit to the guy out there on the mound. Clearly those offerings had some serious deception to him.
Nice grab. Over to first, and they get the out. Ronald Acuna Jr. is up. He's someone who grew up playing baseball with his friends. Singy, his school is next door to the only baseball field in his hometown.
Yeah, that made it easy to jump the fence and play games after class, which is exactly what they did. School started at 7, but the moment it was over, it was time for baseball. Ronald would play until his mom yelled for him to come home for dinner.
Two down, nobody on. Outside low, and the count's full. Got him. That ends the frame. Braves go down. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. That's in there.
That's not the first time they've watched a fastball zip by for a strike. I don't know if they're taking intentionally in those spots, but I'd like to see them more aggressive with those pitches.
On the ground. Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. And now the catcher comes up to him. Freddie Fermin. In the air to left center. Harris on his way over. And there's 2 down. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge.
Oh.
One, two now. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And a swing and a miss there.
Can you believe how rare a feat this is, Boog? Barely 100 players in MLB history have put together 2,500 career knocks. Congrats to him.
And that's through there for a strike. And a count 1-2. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Goes to second with it. They take the force out. Misplay doesn't cost him. Santander, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Out to center. Nootbaar in position. One away. Back here for the Sunday night showcase. And next for Atlanta, Austin Riley. Up the middle to Young. Slings to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth. Swings through that.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. Machado leading things off and takes a strike. That one fouled hard the other way. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. He's 0 for 1. And a foul ball. On the ground to third. Slides for the stop. Throw to first. In the dirt. He picks it. And that's a great play.
The batter, number 10, designated hitter, Yoan Moncada.
Check swing, but it's put in play. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this. So 2 down. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. Right through there for a strike. And that's off the inside edge. And a count even 1-1. Looked like a strike to me. And here comes the challenge.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Play made. That ends the inning. One left. We go to the top of the 5th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Hauls it in for the out. There's a swing and a drive, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. 1 out. Runner at second. Here's Nico Hoerner. Fly to left his first time. And that one fouled off. Tying run in scoring position. And we're in the top of the 5th.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some way, somehow, climb back into this at bat through the count.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Swings through that one for strike one.
Wow. That's not even close to the zone.
Base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Now 1-1. Ripped into left for a base hit. The run scores from third. A big 2-out hit, and the game is tied.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
2 on, 2 outs. Comes up empty. That's strike two. That's outside, and that's ball one. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Good job at damage. We head to the bottom of the fifth. So digging in now for San Diego, Lars Nootbaar. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Swings through that one.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Way back there, it's got a chance. And it's off the wall. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
In the air to left center. And there are 2 outs. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Here's a rocket to right field. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. The run comes in to score from second. It's 2-1. And in at second with an RBI double.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
That is the inning. Padres with the run scoring double, and it's now back here in San Diego. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Anthony Santander will hit next. And that one hit to first. Low takes it to the bag. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Here we go.
Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. He did not go around. The 1-0. Swinging a foul straight back. Here's a 1-1. And he swings over the top there. Ground ball right side. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. Here's Matt Olson down. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Two down, nobody on. Jackknife's out of the way. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
No, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. Matt Olson blasts one out. And we're all square. It's 2-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
First pitch swinging. Swings through that one for strike two. That just misses, and it's 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Struck out swinging. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. Thanks for tuning in. Sweep warning, Zingy. Sweep warning.
Not so fast, though. Seeing quite the battle so far. It's always toughest to close out a series because pride kicks in on the other side.
Nimmo stands in now and watches strike one. That one ripped left field. That's got a chance. And that one hops the wall. He's in at second with a one-out double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Oh.
And he grounds one to the right side. Olson takes it himself. Play is made, 2 out. Go ahead run on base. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Inside corner for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
No, that's a ball. Ball 2.
The Braves trying to keep this a 2-2 game here in the bottom of the 6th. There's a swing and a drive. And a foul ball. Got him swing for the K. Huge strikeout there. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Yuki Matsui.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Swings through that one out in front that time. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Lowe steps on the bag, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Nico Horner next up for the Braves. Swing and a miss. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. That's outside. Ball 2. Fights it off. He'll see another. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. In the air to left center. Nootbaar on the move. And there's 2 down. Line drive. And that is that. Back here at Petco Park. It's getting late, Singy. We came on the air talking about a possible sweep, but this one is all knotted up.
Counts the same in the standings, but this kind of game always feels like it's worth a little more, Boog. These teams are not backing down.
And a base hit right there. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. Now it's Paul DeYoung up to the plate. The shortstop takes the ball.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
He goes down looking.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
The catcher, ready. Birdie.
Way out front for strike 2.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
The 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
And that gets down for a base hit. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate in Fernando Tatis Jr. That one missed. And it's fouled off. The Braves trying to keep this a 2-2 game here at the bottom of the 7th.
That's the ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That's off the mark. 3-1. Hard hit to third. They miss a big chance to take the lead here.
For the Padres.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Raisel Iglesias. Swings through that. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Sir Anthony Dominguez. The closer is getting loose. Marinaccio getting loose as well. Out towards left center. Nimmo under it. And there's 1 down. Here's Acuna now. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That's a base hit. And the go-ahead run is on base. Quick toss to first. Acuna dives back in. Acuna runs. Swing and a miss. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. Man at second. And a swing and a miss.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Here's a 1-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Base hit into the outfield. Run comes in from second. It's an RBI single. They lead it in the 8th. Back inside the stadium, and the Sunday night showcase is a close one. Now in for the Braves, Austin Riley puts it in the air out towards left center. Nootbaar takes it in for the out, and there's 2 away.
Up next for Atlanta, The first baseman, Matt Olson.
Do it again. And school on the right, I used to go there. Everybody, mom and cuz used to go there. Ain't forget sister and brother them.
That one fouled off. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Right side, hard hit. Cronenworth throw. Down to first, and that's the inning. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. 3, 4, 5 due up for.
Now pitching for the Braves, number 51, Alex Garcia.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Well, you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Ground ball to the right side. Olson takes it to the bag. Now 2 away. Here comes Yoan Moncada. 1 for 3. Just missed. And another ball.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Just missed. The Braves holding on to a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And the 3-0 finds the zone. Late with the swing there. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Ron Marinaccio.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen for San Diego. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Man at first, nobody out. Drake Baldwin, the next to hit. Marinaccio checks over to first, and he's back. Runner on the move, pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, out, and that wasn't close.
Man, I see him trying to be aggressive right there late in this ball game, try to add on to that lead. I really like the thought, but it just didn't work out that time. Nice job by the defense right there to keep things right where they are in terms of the score.
That one almost got him. Lifted in the air, out to left. 2 down. Line and a base hit into right. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Albies at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. In the dirt. The 1-1. Outside with a breaking ball. Swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Out towards right center field. He's there. And that is that. Back here in San Diego, stepping in for San Diego, Nathaniel Lowe. Tap foul at the plate. Vesia looking for his first save of the year. He joined the team as a free agent. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. One-run game, bottom 9. And that's downstairs. Now 1-2. This to third. Riley fires to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. There's the strike. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Fires to first, and he gets him. Nicely done. Here comes the skipper. So they turn to their closer. Miller.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Just off the inside edge.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Just missing there. Full count now. Miller is just one strike away. Got him! And that is the ball game.
Great pitcher's duel.